I'm a wild man. A Todd man. Anybody into Todds? I'm a Todd. T-O-D. If you know what I'm saying. Ah, shit. Well, I guess we're going to be looking through this camera for a second while I figure out my settings. So tap this. Okay. What is even happening? Get me out of here. Alright. So we're walking to the stream. We just finished talking about... We're walking to the stream, walking to the store. I just got off the conference call. Top secret information was discussed about the Mapcraft 2017 submissions. We talked about our thoughts on most of the, well, I guess all the maps probably. It's an ongoing discussion of sorts, but we are, I think we've made some stuff happen. We figured some stuff out. So we'll be talking a little bit more about it, and we don't know when our final verdict will reach YouTube, but we will be making those, what is it? The reflection videos? Retrospective videos where we talk about all the maps, our thoughts on them, and all that stuff. So that'll be cool. You can look forward to those whenever we feel like making them, whenever we find time to do so. Then what? What else? Is there anything else? Probably not. Oh, I talked with Jay and Deltron about the Project Hydra co-op overhaul of Brood War, compatible with Remastered, and it's gonna be pretty cool. They've agreed to give it a spin, and probably they'll live stream it, so you can look forward to that. Probably around New Year's, maybe a little bit later. Also, why does my camera do that? So yeah, that'll be that. Let's get my user interface back up here. Okay. All right. So, to the store we go. Gonna get something to drink. And I'm gonna come back and write some AI. Gotta put some gloves on. I am the Glovinator. Pick me, I'm quite handy. Oh, patooey. Anybody play Time Splitters? That was the shit. It's one of my favorite games when I was a kid. Then I lost it. I don't know where it went. My brain, of course, not the game. Unlike my brain, I still have the game. No, that's not true. I actually did lose the game. Don't know where it is. What do you need from the store today? How many condoms? Well, with a face like this, you best believe that there's not a single rubber in the world that can contain my wrath. And it is wrath. Make no mistake. No, I'm probably just going to be getting something to drink. Just finished talking with Jay and Deltron about Officer Todd's winning Mapcraft submission. Who is that Todd guy on the Discord server, by the way? Besides a living meme. That's what I want to know. Officer Todd reporting for Daddy. Anybody here do any running? Seriously, I need advice. Started being able to run a mile pretty regularly. I go down this stretch of road, actually. I feel like it's all about regulating your breathing. You know what I'm saying? I probably should have shared the stream link in the Discord chat. Maybe one of my viewers can do that. Because I forgot. Again. Oh man, but yeah, it was a pretty nice talk. We basically just didn't record a podcast. Don't say that. That's not allowed. That gets you immediately banned by moderator Todderator. I think Todderator is a good role. Alright, what are we getting at the store today anyways? Imposter suggests condoms. That's not my style. More of a bareback kind of guy. In case you needed to know. I hope somebody sees me winking retardedly into my phone while talking retardedly into my phone too. That would work. Concrete and garbage. These are just pavement and garbage. If I cross the street over there, can't really see my finger because I have a glove on. If I cross the street, it would just be filled with goose shit because geese are over there. Well, they go over there. They're pests. Have you ever met a goose? Member of a geese clan? They are a clan. They just sit there and squawk and chase you down and give you a kiss on the lips. It's just not right. Crows are the only good bird. Ravens are frauds. Why am I turning into Kerrigan? What the hell? Oh, that's probably one of those street lights. Here. Can't be looking at me while I make my Xel'Naga transformation, so let's look over here instead. Oh, man. So yeah, Appcraft conversation was pretty nice. Where's my microphone? I am now speaking to you from inside the void. Anybody remember that Garbage Day video? That was a pretty good one. Here, now it's literal pavement and garbage. Isn't that a funny haha? I'm a pretty big haha guy, you know? I'm pretty into ha-has. In fact, it's too bad that most of my close friends have fallen into some sort of endless void. Because I'd still be ha-haing to this day, probably. Some grass. Next thing you know, you're gonna be like, you guys have trees? Here we only have Undertale graphics. It's a very depressing place. You know what, actually, if you lived inside Undertale, like you lived inside the game, that would probably explain some things. What if Undertale was real? What if it was like a real place? If it was like a country that was named Undertale? That would be pretty funny. I guess I should turn up my brightness. There we go. Sort of brighter. Not really. Still the same bullshit. I could blind myself if I turned my flashlight on. Well, I guess that is sort of better. I look like I'm the son / maybe daughter of Trump, but they asked the same ones if Undertale was a country. Is that a joke? Like, haha, apocalypse, end of the world, makes sense. I've lost a lot of fucking weight. This is pretty crazy, actually. I remember when I was a lot pudgier. Used to be a real fat piece of shit, you know? Now I still am, but it's not as fat, so it's healthier. I don't know, I still eat like shit mostly, but just I eat less stuff. That's probably how it works. Did I use cheat codes to get skinny? Yeah, sort of. Celery is like a cheat code. It's probably not super healthy for you, but I don't know. It's probably alright. You basically fill up on nothing. It's not very calorie heavy, so you don't actually intake a lot of weight from it, but it fills you up. Oh, okay, that was pretty cool. So you feel full even though you haven't really eaten anything of caloric impact, which makes you eat less calories, which makes you lose weight. So if you just like do a bunch of push-ups and maybe do some jogging, and I say some, I mean it. You don't have to do a lot. You do like 10 to 15 push-ups a day, and then you jog like once a week for like however long you feel comfortable doing it. And then you just eat celery with some of your meals. You like stick celery and peanut butter, that's a good one. I basically replaced bread with celery for like a whole week. And in like the first month that I did that, I lost like 40 pounds. Which is why it's probably not healthy for you, because you'd think you're not supposed to lose weight that fast unless you're like have a tapeworm inside you. But I don't think I do, so it's fine. Peanut butter is delicious. Yeah, it's like my favorite food group. I spread peanut butter on basically like anything that's like a confection. If you spread, I spread peanut butter on like cookies, on donuts, oddly enough, if I have donuts. Anything sweet usually goes pretty well with peanut butter. Peanut butter and ice cream is really good. You'd think it would be bad because of the combination of textures, but I think I just get over that pretty quickly. I don't really give that much of a shit about textures if things are sweet or made of peanut butter. So you just spread peanut butter on everything, and you wind up eating less of the bad stuff, like the sugary stuff, because you've put peanut butter on it, so you get full faster. And so you take in less calories. Science, man. Call me Todd Dad the Science Guy. Or something. But I don't know. I was like 250 pounds for most of my adult life, and now I'm a little over 200. And it was really easy for me to lose all that weight, so you just sort of have to want it, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. You can say that about literally anything and probably be correct. So it feels kind of pretentious to say that, but it's whatever. All right. Seriously, what do you guys think I should get? We're getting pretty close to the store now. Can I zoom? Ooh. I wonder what that looks like on your guys' screens. Probably really dumb. Alright, here we are. Americana the store. Hey, how are you? Hey, what's going on? Hey, I'm gonna get that, and gonna get one of your hot dogs.
This is all safe, eh? Yeah. No big store. Those are no big store. No?
Thanks.
$4.60.
Thank you. And could I just get a bag? Thanks. Do you want me to run it through again?
Waiting for pin pads.
Does that show me? Yeah. I'll take it out. And I'm just gonna get $10 cash back.
Hold on one second.
Sure.
Get it out of the safe.
Thank you. Have a good one. Okay. Well, we've done it. Alright, what happened to my chat while I was gone? I had to turn it back, turn it on and turn it off again. I don't know, it won't tell me. All I see is Peterson. What am I doing? I'm yellow. I always knew you were yeller. That there road is yellow. Yeah, I made a purchase. It's crazy. Spend money. I accidentally hit the cashback button. It was a disaster. Yeah, I grew it out back in sophomore year, which was 2010. So, it's been growing for a while. Obviously, I've cut it, but a little bit between now and then. I'm due for a bit of a trim so that it grows back properly, but that was the reason why I grew it out back then, is because I was really into metal. Really into headbanging. You look back at old photos of me when I was like still growing it out, there's probably nothing more awkward and cringy than an old Facebook photo of me. Especially since I used to type in perfect, impeccable grammar, but I would say like really homo stuff. I'd be like, harsh language is a part of life, man. It's like, shut up. You know what I'm saying? I would type it in impeccable grammar like I was making some grandiose point about the meaning of life and how important language was, and so insightful. You know what I mean? Instead of actually having anything substantive to say. Substantive is my new word. I said it a lot today while talking about Mapcraft submissions to the guys. And now we are entering the void. I may never see you again. Just kidding. So yeah, now I'm on my way back home. We'll be home in 15 minutes or less. That's a promise. Unless I get run over. In which case I'll be home a lot faster because I'll be riding a truck's tire or something. Hey, what's up? Alex, my man. I bought a hot dog because Imposter asked me to. It's his fault. I didn't even get ketchup for it. What a lunatic I am. I just walked out of the store. Didn't get ketchup or relish or mustard or anything. What a disaster. It's all over now. Alright. What else did I get? I got a drink. So I'll be heading home. Be coding some more AI. Ew, hot dogs. Yeah, I don't think I've had a hot dog probably since, what was it? I haven't had a hot dog since the 4th of July. I think that was the last time we had a cookout. I usually have hot dogs like twice a year. Like the 4th of July and whatever the other cookout holiday is. It's not Memorial Day or Veterans Day. It's one something day. I don't know. When do people normally have cookouts in America besides 4th of July? Oh, I guess that's not true. I did get a hot dog at a train station a while ago. Like a month ago. Stream day. There you go. Train day and stream day. I only eat like a piece of shit on special occasions. Every time I eat like a piece of shit is a special occasion. It's its own holiday. Hey, you hear those geese? They're coming out to shit on me. Those pieces of shit. Oh shit. Alright, don't worry guys. We'll get somewhere and actually do something substantial pretty soon. I promise. We'll be coding some artificial intelligence, some alleged intelligence. People have hot dogs during events like football games. That is an astute observation. I think people are hot dogs and they just eat themselves. What do you guys think? Seems accurate. You notice how my visual quality of my camera was way better inside that store? I should only do interior streams from now on. Yeah, it's probably just because I grew up as a lower class individual, but I fucking love mac and cheese. It's delicious. So, there. Human dog. Don't be dog. Hey, shit, who invited Necron onto this stream? I thought he was in the void. Did you guys hear him? I'm pretty sure I heard him. Don't be dog. Hey, that was him again. What's going on? Necron, get out of my stream. You're not allowed here. I will not be dog. What the fuck, Necron? You're not supposed to be here. And then in the news it'll be like, local man impersonates himself and his friend on stream. And I'm just in it. My next stream will be me walking to the asylum. Never ask what sausages are made of. What a disaster. I was going to record another tutorial today, but then I thought, like, what would be the best way to explain the concepts that I'm trying to teach people? And I figure rather than making like a general video showcasing all of the tools necessary, or all of the tools SCM Draft has at its disposal, it would probably be better to just demonstrate those tools by making stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do next. So the next video will just be like terrain, how to make terrain and use custom or non-standard terrain, like extended terrain. Man talks to phone and impersonates friend. Science has not gone too far. My dog has gone too far. What the fuck, Necron? What's wrong with you? You're not allowed to be on my stream, man. We've had words, you and I. We've had dogs. I actually went back and changed the stream title of the stream that he was on to with special guest dog, because I think that's hilarious. He is dog. Is that a paid job? No. In fact, I probably pay other people money. I pay for the voice acting that I don't do in general. Like, I do most of the voice acting, but for things like Marine unit responses or medic unit responses, you'll get a lot of situations where my phone destroys itself. You get a lot of situations where, really? Like, I need somebody else to do voice acting and I can't do it all. So, that's what I do. I certainly have not made any money making campaigns before. Would be cool, I guess, but I guess that's what Patreon is for. I can pay you for words of encouragement. That's a good idea. You know, there are actual therapists that do that now. There are like people who make what the fuck is it? It's like how you pay people to hug you. It's a real thing. You can now in America, there are some places in America that you can go and pay somebody to hug you. I think that's crazy. That's like prostitution for the heart. Hugs are free at conventions. Nothing's free at a convention. Besides rape accusations, probably. Those are probably free. I've been to conventions before because my ex was into cosplay, but I never got the appeal. Never made too much sense to me. I mean, it never appealed to me directly. I understand why other people like it. They have cuddling companies. Don't say that. That can't be real. Pay people to lay with you in bed and hug. What a sad... what an uncomfortable position the person who gets paid must be in. No sex allowed, though. I just like to hug you while we're naked in my bed. That's all. I just wanna snuggle. What a dumb, stupid existence. I don't get it. Are you kidding me? Well, I'm sure they have to. It's sort of like massage therapy, I guess. You'll get MTs who are like that, who they have to know what to do in a situation like that. That's pretty crazy, though. I never would have expected to live on a planet where you can pay for cuddles. Surely that's like a premium service. Yeah. What a violation of your personal space and intellectual, I don't know, something. There's a violation of something there. Yeah, well, I don't know. There's a hole where their soul should be, probably. I can't imagine that feels, maybe they feel fulfilled. I don't know. I don't want to make any assumptions. But if I had to get paid to, if my job was to cuddle with people, I don't know, man. It's probably different because I'm a guy. But I probably, is that a job you can write home about? Hi, Mom. I make my living off of holding strange men in their beds and hoping they don't get boners. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Cringe Lord. He's just passing the word, man. He's the messenger. He's just explaining the situation. We can think of him as the ambassador, you know? The representative. I don't know. Just don't kick him into a well, 300 style. You have managers. There's somebody whose job it is to manage somebody else, whose job it is to cuddle with strange men in their beds. Fuck. Cuddle Me Company. That actually sounds like a porn website, honestly. Get them out of here. They're frauds. Something shady's happening. Speaking of shady, enjoy my pocket for a second. All right. Where are we? We're inside my room now. We have arrived. Okay. Apparently having a chat message from Popu is the same as getting bugged. Allegedly. General Kenobi. Help me, Obi-Wan Todd Nobi. Okay. I'm gonna stream from my computer now. Be right back. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Somebody can probably say as much. A seamless transition. Fuck yeah. That's a good one. I like that. You want to help me code this? Here, you can hold one end of the keyboard and I'll hold the other and we'll type together. Closet. Oh, man. Okay, so we were in the middle of making this air town. Okay, alright. Gonna plug my headphones in to the microphone. Where the fuck is my plug? There it is.
And then I have to go look at the chat and see what messages I missed. Not the yellow one, though. Oh, that's what you were talking about, Peterson. The hot dog. I keep calling you by your last name. I should probably call you Christian if we're on a first name basis. Not the yellow hot dog. Ew. Could you imagine if there was a yellow hot dog? If the patient farts. That is nasty. Okay. We're still on the 8th mission, but we've restructured all of it, basically. It's way more... I don't know, it's way better. So... yeah. I've written the brown script already, and I'm about to finish the orange script. I'm at least mostly done with the orange script. Ugh. No. The AI has been AI has been taken care of. I need a drink too. It's a good thing I got one, I guess. This hot dog is the most dehydrated thing I think I've eaten all day. All week. Alright. Let's put some music on. Next to the attack 2 command, the first two coordinates, there are coordinates on the map. The first two designate the X and Y coordinates of where the AI will prepare its attack, and the second two designate where the AI targets their attack. So they'll prepare their forces in near to the first set of coordinates, and they will attack the nearest building to the designated region for the second one. I matched them. That's what all this like really obnoxious, confusing lines are. These are regions, and the coordinates correspond to the regions themselves. So where these lines intersect in the center of the region, more or less, is where the AI will prepare its stuff. And then they'll attack the closest. They'll attack to the closest acceptable target to wherever I tell them to assemble. There's kind of, there's some pretty goofy stuff that I have to do with this. So yeah, so green lines means it's a seamless ground path between the regions that that green line goes through. So for example, where let me paste a battlecruiser or something. So this engineering bay that I'm running around here, this region, there's acceptable ground pathways to this region, these two tiny regions down here, and then the two regions across the bridge from this central region. And you can fuck around with regions a lot. As you can see, like, basically the entire map can change just by one thing. So, you have to be pretty finicky with stuff. You can also do that by placing doodads. Like, I'll probably place some doodads that are unpathable here, so that the AI doesn't consider these regions legal for dropping units or something. They would just get stuck, or probably. I don't know. A red line means that ground units cannot move towards the region through that pathway. I don't know what the fuck a yellow line means. I'm completely clueless on that. Because air units don't need pathfinding, so it has nothing to do with them. Oh! I think the yellow line designates regions that are affected by the implode command. But I'm not 100% sure. The implode command makes the AI, like, defend regions that are that cannot be accessed by ground units. So I think that's what these are. Like this area, this whole space area here, where all these yellow lines are. I think that's a bunch of regions that if I use the implode command, the AI would station units there to defend. Like, they would treat those as defensive, as regions to defend and garrison, if they had a town nearby. Ugh. Sorry about the sound pollution. Some people get anti-ASMR from that. I don't think flying units need pathing. They still congregate in the center of regions. But I'm not sure why that's there. I just assume it's related to the implode command. Oh yeah, that was the other thing I was gonna do. Now I've got to make... I'm going to give the ground player, the player that starts out, that can only build ground units, basically. They can build dropships, but no other air unit. I'm going to give them 2 extra starting ghosts and give their science vessel, which they can no longer build, to the other player and remove the air player's starting ghosts. I want to specialize the players a little bit more. I don't expect everybody to 100% agree with that decision, but... I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. It mirrors what happens with the AI, actually, since one of the AI bases is entirely ground-focused and the other one is mostly air-focused. Alright. Let's finish coding this AI anyways. Where is it? Here it is. I think I finished coding all of this stuff. Ask for help, yep. And then... So we'll do... We have to do a trigger here. So for player 5... this. So it's like a little trick that I do to communicate between the AI and the map is I have a borrowed devouring one owned by the brown player and owned by the orange player. And basically the way that it works is when the AI doesn't own a devouring one, it will ask, it will jump to a line of code that asks its allies for help defending. So I use that as sort of like a Boolean, like a variable or a Boolean switch to say, okay, based on whatever conditions I want, I will remove the devouring one, and then that will make the AI ask for help defending from other players. And this sort of allows you to push further into the bases before you start getting driven back, and ideally you'd be able to gain some sort of sizable advantage. So I can adjust, it's like a lever I can pull balance-wise. And then... And then just as a failsafe, in case they somehow manage to get this far into the map without destroying a factory from both players, if they get to this location, it'll remove the unit so that they are unable to see it, so it doesn't break immersion or whatever. Of course, now I've told you guys that it exists, so you'll know, but the average player probably won't notice that. So attack begin 100. Yeah. Oh, when do we want them to have Yamato cannon?
talking to God. What were you praying for? Who are you listening to? Who is listening to you? There is a world above the world. There is a world above the world.
Alright, I think it's done. Now we gotta put it through its paces. Before I do that, though, I want to make sure that this is in order. This needs to be farms timing.
Goes to my heart, my head. Goes to my heart, goes to my head. I said, do by others as you would have them do by you. There is a world above the world. There is a world above the world. Above the world. Above the world.
Long ass fucking AI scripts, man. This one's 250 lines, the other one was 252. Yellow one is 413, is a lot more complicated. I'm sure the blue one will be the longest. Okay. Well, it's purple now. It was blue. 2 factories, barracks, armory. I guess I should throw a starport in here. I don't like it there. Yeah, I actually made terrain for StarCraft 2 projects before. I just never wound up being able to do anything with the triggers or data, really. It's always the toughest nut to crack for those games. Actually, the toughest nut to crack is AI. You can tell I put a lot of effort into the AI here. I do stuff you can't do in StarCraft 2 with the same sort of ease, or even close to the same complexity, without redefining or completely scripting from scratch a bunch of shit, which is pretty unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's just a lot of complexity in the triggers that I'm not really a fan of. I mean, there's a lot of dumb shit about StarCraft 1's triggers too, but... What's going on in this chat channel? I look away from the Discord for 1 second. Man. Okay. Well, there's no hope trying to count out all of the supply for the purple guys. So I'll just disable what units I don't want them to build. I think it's just battle cruisers though. And if I were more awake, I would probably be talking about balanced decisions or something interesting. But I'm fucked. I did not get much sleep lately. I can second that. Yeah, I didn't get that many people watching today. Probably because I've been streaming more frequently, so I don't think it's anything to be necessarily worried about. Oh, I was meaning to ask you, Alex, did you make any changes to your map? Because I was gonna play that sometime later on. Well, technically today, Wednesday. I was probably gonna put up a video of it at some point today or tomorrow. But if you've made any changes, let me know so I can download an updated version. If you want to send me a link. Oh, I see. Okay. So I'm good. Whenever I want to play that map, I can do so without fear that I'm not playing the most up-to-date version. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll give it a whirl and let you know what I think. Man, I wish I took a 6-hour nap when I went home. Holy shit, that would have been nice. Well, have a good one. I'm going to probably kill the stream and head to bed soon myself. Just going to finish this script up. And then hopefully tomorrow after I get out of work, I'll be able to do some testing. Probably won't be streaming, but on Thursday I'll be streaming and we'll probably be able to see the updated version of this map with in all of its glory. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hope you had a good run. Hope you had a good time. We'll be seeing you guys later.